Hello, 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 and good morning. Welcome to this August 31st episode of Filter Free Friday. I hope you guys are doing good. It is Friday, so we should be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, you betcha. So, it's been a long week, not gonna lie to you. Katura, hey, Lynette is here. Good morning, Crystal and Sarah. I'm literally just throwing things now. Hello, Becca and Wendy. Hello, Cynthia and Amanda. Jessica and Tina. What? She says, I never get to catch this live. Am I at the right time? It is 10 o'clock. I've had a long day already, Candace. I started at 4:45. The alarm went off. Went to the gym. Got super perturbed because I showed up at the gym. And I got to the gym. And class was getting ready to start, and Eric was nowhere to be found. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. This was his idea. He needs to show up. Now, mind you, hello, Diane. Mind you, Mason is sick. So yesterday I get this frantic call. I know, Becca, hugs to you. I get this frantic call from him yesterday. He's like, hey, FYI, flu is going around, and I'm almost positive Mason has it. And of course, we're together every day, so I was like, are you serious? Mason has the flu? And he's like, yes, I'm almost positive. So of course, he's getting panicked, which I feel for him because nobody wants a kid with flu or a sick kid. But I was like, we eat together every night. So if Mason has flu, he's already contaminated all of us. So he was being really sweet. He was like, if you don't want to come over for dinner tonight, I understand. And I'm like, no, I don't want to come over for dinner tonight. But I was like, but we've probably already intermingled with contagion patient zero there, Mr. Mason. So I was like, look, it happens, you know, I mean, thank you, Julian. So I was like, obviously we'll skip dinner together tonight, but, you know, take Mason to the doctor, get him swabbed, you know, if that's what's going around, because when they're little like that, they get, you know, they can get really, really sick with flu. So I was like, go get him checked out. So all morning, I kid you not, all morning, he called me at like, I don't know, 10, and he was like, I have an appointment for Mason at 2 o'clock. So all morning, I had convinced myself yesterday that I had flu, okay? So all morning, I was like, oh, my throat's really scratchy, and I have a headache now. I have a dull headache, and my eyes are a little hot. They're a little red, like I kind of feel like a fever is coming. My ears are a little itchy. Hey, Lindsay's from Jacksonville. Lindsay, the show is coming to you guys October 4th. You got to grab your tickets. There's a link in the comment. Or link in the post. So all morning I'm walking around, I'm like, I'm cold. I'm like, oh, I got the flu. I knew it. I knew that gross toddler gave me a flu, right? All morning I'm sitting there and I'm grumpy, right? So then he texts me and he's like, hey, it's not flu. And I'm like, oh, whew, thank the Lord. I was talking myself into an illness that quick. Because it's bound to happen, right? If one has it, everybody has it. But I was just like, oh, I need some hot tea. I need to lay down. And then I'm thinking to myself, dear Lord, we can't let the business manager get it because I do not need a man cold up in here. No, he doesn't have it. He has a little virus. But I'm sitting there and going, oh, that's it. I've got it. This gland is swollen for sure. You know, I did that all morning, right? Talked myself into the flu. Mind you, nothing wrong with me. I'm totally fine. Hello, Jake from Texas. So I was just, and of course, then Dave is like, see? And I'm like, no. I talked, as quickly as I talked myself into it, talked myself out of it. But It's Labor Day weekend this weekend. So my kids, who all just were all officially back to school over the last couple of weeks. My kids have a 4-day weekend for Labor Day. 4-day weekend. 4-day weekend. Joanna, you got to come to the show if you're in Jacksonville. 4-day weekend. So we are trying to find things to fill the hours of this weekend. Is that a puppy behind you? Ashley, welcome to Filter Free Friday, and that's Inappropriate. This is my 8-year-old puppy. Soon to be 9. Soon to be 9. She is no pup, but her name is Daphne. Daphne, smile for the camera. Daph, don't be shy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just say hello to everybody. Daphne does her own thing, so we really can't tell her what to do. This is Daphne's house, and we all just live here. So anyway, 4-day weekend. 4-day weekend. Oh, Rebecca says her kids too. Yeah. Edna says, my husband told me I need to get better. I've been sick for 8 days, and he told me it's really getting annoying now. Don't you love husbands? Oh, good. Amy says, I'm officially back at school as of Tuesday here in Ontario. Yeah, I knew you guys start back after Labor Day. So we're trying to think of things to do. So, of course, my son wants me to take, the oldest wants me to take, oh, well, we haven't started soccer yet, Brandy. So we have soccer is coming up. Gymnastics season hasn't really started yet. She goes 4 days a week, but the tournament season hasn't started yet. That'll be coming up next month. But yes, then it will be tournaments and ridiculousness nonstop. But yes, agreed. So my son wants me to take him. Have you seen the preview for this movie called The Meg, about a megalodon shark? If you guys have been here for a while, you know my fear of sharks. Legit fear of sharks. An illogical fear of sharks, in the sense that I do think that they are going to come out of the ocean and eat me all of the time. Yeah, so he wants to go see this shark movie, The Meg, which is apparently like Jaws on steroids, but for 2018, right? Made today for 2018. So he wants me to take him. I cannot, it's PG-13. He's 12, going to be 13 this year. So it was like, okay, cool. You'll be able to slip under the radar for that one. But I can't take the others. If I take my other kids to this movie, they'll never sleep again. And my daughter will just cry. Lori, well, Sophia's 9, gonna be 10, and I'm thinking, I don't think she can handle it. Has anybody in here seen The Meg? Has anybody seen it? Because it was a great movie. I'm afraid of the ocean, but it was good. Okay, Gina says it was good. But is it too scary for an 8 and a 9-year-old? Because I just don't think I can take them. So I'm like, all right, if we're going to go to the movies, then I'm going to have to find somebody to watch the other 2 kids, which is going to be rough, but I could try and make it happen. I'm totally scared of sharks. Yeah, I'm totally scared of sharks, but I'm definitely going to go see the movie. I love to watch movies about sharks. I told you, none of this is logical. But yeah, so that's something that we have on the agenda for this weekend. We have our annual Labor Day party of friends of ours that we go to that will go tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to take my daughter and her friends painting at the Pottery Place on Monday or Tuesday. So we have a lot of different things going on, but you know, it's too scary. Yeah, it's got to be too scary. Too scary. It might be too scary for me. So we'll see. So we're going to go take him to that and see how that goes. But, you know, don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea either. So I told him, I was like, we really have to find somebody to watch the kids. Otherwise, I can't take you. Or I would have to just go with him and leave my husband home with the other kids and then swippity swap or something. I don't want to swim in deep water now. We don't swim in deep water. We don't swim in deep water. I'm not a fan of ankle deep, if we're being honest. Yeah. So, anyhoozle. So, yeah. So, I am really excited. If you are in the Jacksonville area, I got to tell you, our first live show is happening October 4th. And I cannot tell you how freaking excited I am for this event. We teamed up with the Jacksonville Mom Blog, and it is in Hovergirl Properties, and they're sponsoring the event, and they're bringing me out, and I'm doing a live show. It's gonna be a blast. I am a little worried about, I guess we do live video all the time, but I'm just like, I gotta remember to keep it clean. No slipsy dipsies of the language. And I don't do that on here, but I gotta be honest with you. When I'm telling jokes and laughing and giggling with friends, some things fly. Some things fly. So I gotta keep that under wraps. I gotta remember that I have to behave. But I'm really, really, really excited about the Jacksonville show. So, so it's going to be super duper exciting. Tanya says, I still have nightmares about Jaws, and I watched that movie years ago. I think it's funny to watch those movies now and think like that's what cinematic genius was in terms of like special effects. And you're like, you can see the shark like, so it's like, oh my gosh. Look, if this show goes well, I'm going to try to talk the business manager into letting me do this all over the place. But we're going to give this first one a go, and I just can't wait. I can't wait. I know, no slipsy dipsies. So, Crystal! Behaving well, nobody said I was going to behave, but I'm just trying to make sure that I don't let any of those, Z-bombs out of there. Oh, I let it fly off camera. I got to be honest with you. I kind of talk like a trucker and a pirate. I don't know why I said pirate. Maybe I just say arg a lot. Arr, I don't know. So anyway, so I got more laundry over here. Hold on, it never ends. Here, I'll just show you what we're working with over here. Just piles and piles and piles and piles of laundry. 47 meters down was exceptionally scary. Didn't like it at all. Did not like it at all. I'm here for, do a show in Colorado. I think we'd love Colorado. I've never been. Never been. So we got to make that happen, right? Yeah. Hello, Dee. Yeah. So any hoozle McToozle. So we are having fun. And I'm coming to Louisville in April of next year with Brooke Wilkerson. So I am trying to start to get out there and do more things live. It's just an issue of making sure that we can get somebody to help us put on the event because I am not an event planner. Leslie, I'm going to Louisville in April. So if that's close to you, I don't know. So yes, I have about 5 baskets of laundry. Is that it? I think I estimate 2 a day. 2 a day is I think that's my number. But just before, I should come to Alaska. I've never been. Just before I was getting ready to do this, I was scrolling through Facebook looking for something that I had seen, and when I was scrolling through, there was a debate. Now, little earmuffs, I'll use some code words here in this, but it was this show called Debatable, I think, and you basically have 2 teams, and the person, your team has to convince the moderator to join your side. That's how you win, I guess. It's called Debatable. So the question up for debate was morning nookie versus nighttime nookie, and there were 2 teams, and it said you have to choose if you could only have one. Which would it be? And so these teams, there was a team that was pushing hard for morning nookie and a team that was pushing for evening nookie. And so they were giving their reasons why. But I wanted to ask, if you think, if you could only have one, you could from here to kingdom come, for all intensive purposes for the rest of time, what would you prefer? What would you prefer? Morning nookie is a thumbs up. Nighttime nookie is a heart. So I need thumbs up for morning, heart for night. But you can only pick one. You can only pick one. Okay? That's it. So what is it going to be? Oh, look, David's like, definitely in the morning. A group cruise to Alaska. Okay, this is looking 50-50. Nighttime all the way. Amaya says not a morning person at all. Alyssa, I'm with you. Afternoon nookie is the best. How about no nookie? Oh, yay! I'm so excited. So there's a question.
I'll be right.
Oh, we might be done before you're done.
No.
Oh, so my husband just walked in, so I'll have to ask him. But I have news for you. If I had to only pick one, I think I'd have to go with morning. I'm so tired at the end of the day. I'm so tired at the end of the day. And here's the other thing. I was talking with somebody, and it's like, I think there was a gap. I think there was a gap in our marriage where we had toddlers where I think if you just looked at me and initiated nookie, I tried to hit you with a rake. Twist it? You're fine. Don't. Yeah, are you sitting on the floor? Oh. Oh, there's ants on this granola bar papers. Get that out of here. Ew. I don't. Ugh, gross. Okay, so the question is, they were doing this show.
I think my glute exercises are paying off.
Oh yeah. So here was the show. It's called Debatable. There are two teams. The topic comes up, and you have to sway the moderator to join your team. Okay. The question for the team was, if you could only have one kind of sex. Nookie. Shoot, I forgot. There might be kids here. Nookie. Morning or night, but you can only have one. So it has to always be morning or always be night. Which is it? What's your answer?
I'm going night.
Night! Then we'd never do it. I just said morning.
You're more likely to be liquored up and agree to it at night.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that out loud.
What?
That's terrible.
What?
It's also true. He said, if I wait at night, you'll probably be liquored up. How awful. People are going to think I'm a total lush.
No. But you're totally sober in the morning.
I'm totally sober in the morning, so it's a clear no, he's saying. So he votes nighttime. I voted, actually, you know what I voted for? Afternoon. I prefer afternoon, if we're being honest here with the nookie. Night, because then I want to go to sleep right after, Annie's saying.
Well,
yeah.
Because then we can cuddle in each other's arms.
Oh, get out of here. Who here thinks that we cuddle? Is there any person in this feed right now that has any inkling?
Here going to Jacksonville?
I think we do have some people going to Jacksonville. Your husband just threw shade at you, Beth. Yeah, he did. But seriously though, I always forget what it's like to have a toddler, and Mason reminds me, because I think to myself, if I still had a toddler in the house, I don't think we'd ever do it again, because you're just so exhausted. You're just so exhausted.
Yes,
I'll say morning.
Way more fun.
I say mornings because it tends to be quicker. Amy says, well, drunk Meredith is the best. I'm definitely warmer and more receptive, let's just say. Yeah. No kids interrupt at night. Yeah. That's a true story. Becca says she might be going. Who has time to cuddle, and who cuddles? I don't think people cuddle. Actually, last night was the first time in I don't know how long I actually asked my husband if he didn't feel good or if something was wrong, because he cuddled up next to me and I was petting him and he was just laying there, and I was like, I'm confused with what we're doing. Why are we so close together?
I'm so tired.
He was so tired, and he fell on top of me, and he's just like, pet me, and I'm like, okay. And so then he rolls over and I start to fall asleep, and he's like, well, you couldn't possibly be done petting me. Don't you want to still pet me? And I was like, no, I want to go to bed now. I don't want to pet you anymore. So yeah. So it was funny. It was absolutely funny. My second is a full-blown toddler right now, and that's why I'm so exhausted and I don't want to do it. I'm just telling you, I remember those days, and I feel for you guys, you toddler parents. I remember the up all nights with a newborn until they start sleeping through the night, and that's frustrating. But toddlers are just a-holes, and they go nonstop, and they just never do what you want them to do, and then they turn into this cute, lovable, wonderful thing, and you remember like, oh, okay.
Dawn cuddles her husband every night.
Oh yeah? You guys are cuddlers? Get out of here. Who has time for that? I miss cuddling. Amira, I kid you not, I was in the car. We had talked about this on a Wines Day, how cuddling, you can now pay for cuddling.
Yeah.
Somebody comes to your house and they cuddle you, and you pay per hour. Now, these people are making $150 an hour to cuddle, and then there was an a la carte menu. It was like $80 for an additional hug or a longer hug or something, which just kind of starts to skeeve me out, because it's like, how long does this hug need to be and why?
Do they shower between clients?
Do they dip me in a vat of hand sanitizer? Like, no, I could not possibly do it, right? And I am not a hugger. I am not a cuddler, okay? I get it. I know, I'm weird, I'm emotionally stunted, I get it. But I am not gonna go into some stranger's house and cuddle them for any amount of money.
Harley's been married to her husband. They cuddle every night. They've been married 8 years on Tuesday. They've been together since they were 12 years old.
12 years old, holy cow.
Christmas.
Now that right
3
there.
kids.
Now that right there is
That's hardcore.
That is hardcore. Yes, the special needs children do take a lot of work. Who said that? Renee. And it is a few moments on the couch is good for cut. I just thought it was funny because I think sometimes in your marriage too, you fall out of doing different things every now and again. Do you know what I mean? And then you'll come back to it and it's like, oh, my wife forces me to cuddle. And I might like it, Brian said. But I think you fall out of things, then you fall back into them. And I think like anything else, it's rhythmic. And I think like anything else, it ebbs and flows. What are the words I'm looking for here? There's highs and lows with marriage and all of that. Cuddling always leads to other things. Stop pretending, Abby said.
Tonight, so.
He was too tired last night too.
Tired tonight too.
Oh yeah? Really?
Totally, my glutes are in fuego.
Oh, his glutes are very sore, he told me. He's been exercising those immensely. The Louisville show, tickets are already up for sale on that, Olivia, and I believe you can find those at Brooke's Facebook page. I will be sharing it out next month, but Brooke's Facebook page, Coffee and Chaos blog, she's got tickets for Louisville already up and sold. And the Jacksonville event, VIP sold out, and general admission is going fast. I was amazed.
It's half 50% sold.
It's over 50% sold.
No, the general admission alone is over 50%.
Yeah. So if you're in the Jacksonville area, grab tickets. We cuddled while we dated, but now that we're married, it's a firm no. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, as I also think it's a dangerous job to be a professional cuddler. How do you know you're not going into some psycho's house who is like, I need some cuddling, and then you enter, and then he like locks the door, and it's like, hello, Clarice.
22.6.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you'd swing that. I didn't get a new washer and dryer, Lindsay, because the repairman came out and fixed it. It was $148 or $168 to take a bobby pin out of my washing machine. Yeah, that was a while ago. For the record, I'm never too tired. My wife, however, is. That's a different David. That's a David too, I think. Yep. Oh, wait. I know. Yes. I'm new. Why can't we ever see the business manager? Lori would like to know. Would you like to answer?
What's that?
Why can we never see you?
Because this isn't my channel.
This isn't his channel. If you'd like to subscribe to his channel, no, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have one. He doesn't like to be on camera. I used to tell everybody he was FBI, CIA, ESPN. That's also not true. You have to watch me. I lie frequently. So be aware if you're new. But no, he stays off camera. And he really takes care of the back end.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean? I always cuddle with my husband for 10 years. We've never left the honeymoon stage. Holy cow, that's amazing. I'd love to tell you. Did we have a honeymoon stage?
No.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, when we were 16.
That's true. Show your face. They're all chanting, show your face. The best is when people message me and they're like, he's not even real. Nobody would marry that wretched woman. He's fake. And I'm like, but you can hear him on my videos. He'll talk to you. And they're like, no. They said, that's ridiculous. Just come out already. He's like Charlie and Charlie's Angels. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, introvert. He is really... So there's me, and then there's the total opposite, which would be my husband. So there you go. But I laugh because... we left the honeymoon stage the day after the wedding. Listen, we didn't even have a honeymoon, a proper honeymoon. We've never had a proper honeymoon. We couldn't afford it, so we went to a theme park. Because we had no money.
Vince, I tried. I took it apart.
What'd you do?
He said he did a YouTube video to fix the washer.
Oh,
I did.
we
I
tried.
took it apart and it started working, but then the pin was stuck in the.
It was no way that we
motor.
could have figured this out. The pin was inside of the motor, the bobby pin. I'm blaming my daughter because she wears bobby pins in her hair, and because it's easier to blame someone else other than yourself.
Hey Heather, I'm real.
He's real, but people are so funny because they're like, "You're not married, you wretched, awful woman. Nobody would want to be with you," and it's like, meh. Probably doesn't want to be here. We've only been married. Next month will be 15. 15, yeah. 03.
Yeah. 15.
We're in 18. Yeah. 15 years. I don't know that that's long. So
Yeah, I've been in the HME. They've seen me.
Yeah, HME members have seen the business manager. I don't think that's really long. I think my grandparents have been married over 60. So we spent our honeymoon on the back patio playing beer pong. Yeah, see, there was no luxurious retreat or anything. We went to Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. The sphincter of Florida. Orlando. Yeah, well, we spent all of our money that people gave us at the wedding on the wedding, and then had no money left and had to go. And somebody actually gifted us 2 nights in a hotel at Islands of Adventure. So there you go. Well, I think 15 years is a good stint, but we've got to do this like, what, 3 more times?
What?
Like 15, 15, 15.
You only want to be married for 45 years?
No, is that 45?
15 times 3.
No, I meant 3 more times on top of the 15 we already had.
Oh, okay, so 60?
60-ish.
So I'm living another 45 years?
You better.
You're gonna, okay.
I'm making another 45. I'm only gonna be 38 this month, right? Right? Yes, yeah. That's true. I thought I was 39. Yeah, I'm gonna be 38 this month. So there.
Okay.
I could probably live for 50 more years. Oh Lord, your math is bad, Lauren said. Yeah, my math is terrible, and I feel so bad for my daughter because she totally got my geneticals there, and this poor girl is struggling with math. She's studying, and she's giving her best, but I am not a math person. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is time to say adieu. That's a life sentence. Rachel said, "You want to be married for a life sentence?" Yes. Yes. Daphne, why don't you say goodbye to everybody? They were super inquisitive about you today. There must be some new viewers who wanted to do a little sneak peek. But this is Daph. She is the most spoiled, rotten schnauzer on the planet. She needs or wants for nothing. Yes, I love you. I love you. And she just lounges. When I retire, I want to be Daphne. When I grow up, I want to be Daphne. Yes. Dogs have it figured out. We're the ones that have to go pick up their poop. So there's that. Yay! Just turned 40, been married 23 years. Yeah, see, and I'm excited for 38. What is the secret to keeping communication? We do talk more than he wants to, but I'm a communicator. So I am constantly explaining to him my thoughts and feelings and emotions and what's going on. He is super logical, so he will then say, well, your feelings don't really matter on X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, no, they do, because they're feelings. And I cuddle her. That's it. And then we go back and forth. But I'm a talker, as you can obviously tell. I'm a talker. So I do. Wine is the secret to a good marriage. You just heard him. He just wants me liquored up by bedtime. Oh, don't freak out about it, Sarah. I'm turning 38 next week and super excited. Tell it like it is and be respectful. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I am loving my late 30s. I'm loving it. I'm excited. He's not even here. I turned thinking about him, but he's not even here. He went to take a shower because he just got home from a bike ride. All right, guys. Well, if you're in the Jacksonville area, click the link. Go grab some tickets. I'd love to meet you. And I will see you guys. I might do a random pop-in this weekend since it's the holiday and we'll be all over the place. But I'll see you for sure next week. And next Friday starts our podcast. So be on the lookout for that. Take It or Leave It podcast is now available in iTunes and Google Music for download. So you can get it. You can get it right on over there if you want to listen to the podcast. That starts next week as well. There is one episode available for download right now. All right, guys. I will see you later.